It's week 3 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll see Joe Mixon. There's a lot to like from his showing last week. Well over 100 yards and a pair of scores. It's the Bengals and the Rams on Monday Night Prime Time.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their...
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 64 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20-plus.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And the Rams at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they've made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
White looks to throw. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And he'll get it inside the 35. You talk about this Bengals defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage, winning that battle.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, Parker, this is the result of...
He had the opening drive interception. Now he'll try to fix things here on drive number 2. And speaking of the number 2, remember, he also had 2 interceptions in last week's ball game as well. 1st and 10 here. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now White. That's out to the flat for Akers. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Give him the completion. No gain. But let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling. The hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
7 yards there and a first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
White. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To throw, White. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now White. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's White. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's White. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. A his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second.
Ready up.
White now on 1st down. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's White. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. White on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, White. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Throwing on 1st down, White. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. White. Man open is Robinson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Here's 2nd and 10. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's He's over for the touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Play is under review.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
He took it in from a yard out the last time they had the ball. And they'll start here with a first down. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
White's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now White with a first down throw. He'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a give. Akers running left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, it's White. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th half. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On the give, this is Akers. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Here's White. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Akers. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Foreman diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
4 yards on the game. 2nd and 6.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 2nd and 6 coming up. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Running right through it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. Solid stiff arm. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 162 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw. White. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Rams,
Hey, what's good, Nat?
What's good is the new spot I've hooked you up with.
Okay. Got a nice crib set up for me?
Only the best for the league's most promising rookie. Keys will be coming your way soon, and hotel life will be a thing of the past.
I like the sound of that. I'm ready to get settled in.
Well, I think you'll be really happy with the place I got set up for you. And this is only the start of your journey. The better you play, the better home will be able to get you in, and with that come plenty of perks. Exactly what an elite athlete needs.
Always coming through for me. Thanks again, Nat.
Of course, Cap. Talk soon.
Ready, set. Hut. Let's go. Ready, ready? Okay, ready? Ready? Here we go, set! Check, go! Come on, set! Hut, hut! Set up, go! Set, ready, ready! Set! Get up! It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Cam Akers. He's coming off a banner week, over 160 yards in that one. It's the Rams and the Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their...
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And they'll send Cup in motion right. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. From the gun, here's White. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. You look at this Colt defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
A gain of 8 and a first down. The Rams at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 1. Back to throw. White. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going right back to Akers. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll run this with Akers. Bulldozes past him. A 2nd nice move, a spin. And he's going to have a Rams first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it?
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the shotgun, here's White. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognize.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A give, running right is Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Now White. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I feel like my man Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. White looks to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now White. This one brought in by Jefferson. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field. And, of course,
remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. And now starting again here, 1st and 10. Off play action, here's White. They'll roll him out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's White. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now White off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again here with Akers. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. White. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. White. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, he's got to be careful with this game where it is, Charles, throwing those out patterns, right?
You're exactly right, because this is why we always hear teams say, late in the game, you're trying to close things out. You'll work the middle of the field more than the outside portion, because if you throw one out there that hangs a little bit or you float it, it can be picked off and returned for a touchdown. And boy, what a dramatic turn of events that would be.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
72 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is
ready to go on offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively. So this...
Come on, set!
The Rams go victory formation as they take the lead. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.